Dear listeners, we are live here at the Nagaland Legislative Assembly Hall for the closing ceremony of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association's annual conference. So we are looking forward to addresses by Shri Harivansh, Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha, and followed by words of gratitude.
We will now come to the closing ceremony, and I would now like to give the time to Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh, for his closing remarks.
Honorable Speaker, Nagaland, and Chairman of CPA India Zone 3rd, Shri Saningan Long Kumerji, Honorable Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, and he has been my esteemed colleague in Rajya Sabha, Honorable Shri KG Kenye, Honorable Speaker Meghalaya and Vice Chairman of CPA India Zone 3rd, Shri Thomas Sangma, Honorable Deputy Speaker Shri S. Toiho Yeptho, Honorable Speakers of various state assemblies, Deputy Speakers from various state legislatures, Honorable Members of Nagaland Assembly and Members of State Assemblies, Secretaries from all legislatures, assemblies and dignitaries. It gives me a deep sense of fulfillment to address this august gathering at the closing ceremony of the 22nd Annual CPA India Region Zone 3rd Conference here in the beautiful city of Kohima. Over the two sessions, we have witnessed the true spirit of parliamentary democracy, vibrant debates, thoughtful exchanges, and a shared commitment to the people we serve. I express my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Shri Om Birla ji, for his inspiring leadership and steadfast guidance in steering the CPA India region and this conference. His tireless efforts to strengthen legislative institutions and promote democratic values have been the guiding light for this conference. A special note of thanks to Sri Saringan Long Kumerji for not just the excellent arrangements, but also the way in which both the plenary sessions were conducted. As I have mentioned yesterday, the speakers of the Northeast are all worthy of appreciation for taking efforts to engage on a range of subjects focused on development here. Honorable members, India at 2047 is not merely a goal, but a continuous journey with several smaller landmarks that we must achieve. And these landmarks are different for each state. And I'm certain that even within the Northeast, each state is trying to address a range of unique governance requirements. Yesterday, during the plenary session 1, 9 members across 7 states shared several valuable insights, and our Honorable Speaker from Assam, Biswajit Damreji, I am fortunate that way. He has been my esteemed colleague in Rajya Sabha once. He has always been insightful with his remarks. He made a critical point about creating more awareness about what Viksit Bharat means at the constituency level. And this is very important from my point of view, is speaking to entrepreneurs, farmers, common people, because as we go along, our economy is transforming. The jobs that we have today will evolve tomorrow. This is the dynamics of change and fact of life. Therefore, while legislature sets the stage for laws and policies, as elected representatives, it is our responsibility in managing the socio-economic transition. Honorable Deputy Speaker of Sikkim also showed us how Sikkim has transformed into a modern economy and yet preserving the sustainable practices, particularly in agriculture, by becoming the first fully organic state in 2016. And to this process, it has contributed significantly to India's sustainable development goals. With a commitment to spend 10% of the union budget in the region, a lot of new projects are being sanctioned in recent years. The Ministry of Donor has supported 126 externally aided projects worth 1.35 lakh crore from 2017 to August 2023, and Department of Economic Affairs has recommended 124 projects worth 1.26 lakh crores for external funding during the last decade. To ensure that the intent is implemented in practice, the state government and legislatures too have a key role to play. Legislatures must ensure that there is accountability and monitoring of the execution on the ground. As Honorable Meghalaya Speaker Sangma ji mentioned yesterday, removing inefficiencies in laws, particularly in land, labor, promoting inclusive development can go a long way in building investor confidence and attracting more capital. The important thing is that after sanction of the project, it must be implemented within the stipulated times. Otherwise, it creates a lot of challenges. And to attract investors and investment, you require all these things which Honorable Speaker Meghalaya mentioned yesterday. There were several such valuable insights shared by members, Honorable Speakers. In this context, I would urge every legislature to hold an annual discussion in the Assembly on Viksit Bharat. The focus must be on routinely reviewing policies that are key to unlocking long-term development. The improved infrastructure, the focus on agro-processing in recent years, the rise in ecotourism has already shown promising results in growth rates here. And Honorable Prime Minister too has regularly emphasized that development in Northeast is central to Act East policy. One of the essence across various speeches was also the importance of technology, innovation, and investing in research. This will play a key role in finding solutions to complex governance challenges and also aid the growth aspirations. Honorable Speaker from Mizoram also highlighted this yesterday. The legislatures here have always had a progressive outlook towards adopting technology and innovation. And yesterday I mentioned the modern techniques and digitalization undertaken by Honorable Speaker of Nagaland. Alongside development, there are various limitations too. The Honorable Chief Minister mentioned yesterday that the Northeast has a unique challenge where nature has showered it with rich natural resources, but there are a range of limitations in utilizing it for commercial purpose. The dialogue to protect the environment and address emerging concerns must be a continuous discussion over the next decade. My experience of visiting the Kohima village yesterday, the historical place, showed what living sustainability actually looks like. At an individual level, we can make several small changes that can contribute in a big way to protecting our environment. Promotion of ecotourism in this region will benefit the local economy, but also contribute this awareness of sustainable lifestyle in a big way. However, on larger level, legislatures have a key role in planning for structural shifts caused by climate change. As our plenary session earlier today showed, that nature's fury can leave a deep impact on the society beyond just economic damages. Therefore, we must continue our efforts to not just adapt the changing climate but also work towards preventing future damages. And conferences like these are an important platform to build consensus and act with a coherent vision. We must resolve to strengthen regional cooperation, share our best practices, and ensure that the laws we frame translate swiftly into outcomes. Let us remember that the strength of our democracy lies not only in the laws we make, but in the sincerity with which we uphold the trust of the people. Before I conclude, I extend my heartfelt thanks again to our gracious hosts, the Nagaland Legislative Assembly and the people of Nagaland for their exceptional hospitality and impeccable arrangements. I must also mention that while visiting the stalls yesterday, while inaugurating the session, one can realize the potential that Nagaland has in further expanding the market for its products. Yesterday, almost everyone was impressed by the quality of coffee and the local products. And there may be some more products which we have not seen. The warmth and generosity with which every delegate has been received reflect the true spirit of this land. I also commend Sri Saringan Longkumerji and his team for their meticulous planning, seamless coordination, and the wonderful cultural experiences that made his conference truly memorable. I thank the Honorable Chief Minister for being a wonderful host last evening and all the support to make this conference successful. I must also thank the Secretariat officers of the Nagaland Assembly, the Nagaland government, and all the media persons who covered the event. I also wish the administration best for the upcoming Hornbill Festival that has not only attracted tourism from different parts of the country but also created more awareness of the Naga culture and its rich, glorious past and history. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of India Region CPA Zone 3, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for your gracious presence and your encouraging words and support. You have always been passionate about the Northeast region, and your presence here today speaks volumes of that support to each and every one of us. Honorable delegates, we are also honored today to have in our midst Honorable Shri Kenye, Minister for Parliamentary Affairs. I would now like to give time to the Honorable Minister.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, Honorable Speaker and the Chairman of the CPA Zone 3, Honorable Speaker of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Honorable Speakers, the presiding officers from the northeastern states, Honorable Deputy Speakers, Honorable legislators from the 8 sister states, the secretaries accompanying them, the official delegation from the Parliament of India, dignitaries, the media fraternity. I'm also happy to meet the Sansad TV from the Parliament, who are all here from across the country, ladies and gentlemen. The conference not only featured plenary sessions, exhibitions, and cultural programs showcasing legislative innovation, procedural reforms, transparency, and inclusive governance across the region, but I also feel the conference was a representative of the very spirit of the Commonwealth itself. The Commonwealth Parliamentary Association was founded in 1911. It is the same year in which Delhi was made the capital of India during the British Raj. We know that the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association facilitates collaboration among the members through conferences, workshops, and the sharing of knowledge and best practices. And as an international organization, the CPA is made up of over 180 legislatures from 53 Commonwealth countries, including national, state, and the territorial parliaments. Presently, the Commonwealth is home to 2.7 billion people. Over half of them are from India, now the most populous country in the world. The Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, has a vision to make India a developed country by the year 2047, with a $10 trillion economy. If we are to realize Vision 2047, a sustained high GDP and per capita income growth has to be achieved by devising policies that foster innovation and self-reliance through local capacity building while ensuring social inclusion and equality, by reducing poverty and inequality, ensuring universal access to quality healthcare and education, achieving gender equality, and bridging the urban-rural divide. The importance of self-reliance as we are going through the fourth industrial revolution, where digital sovereignty and the need for localized digital solutions will be very crucial. India needs to have localized solutions and software ready not only to act as a substitute, but to counter the dependence like China does. That will protect us in a situation of the US blocking access to its software, as we saw recently. A lot of progress has been made in terms of the size of economy and various other socio-economic, health and development parameters corroborate what is obvious and manifest to all. We also need to harness the opportunities that our neighborhood offers. ASEAN is a very vibrant trading bloc next to us, which is the third largest trading bloc globally, with a total trading reaching $3.5 trillion US. India-ASEAN trade is almost $123 billion and growing. From the perspective of the northeastern states, I think a cooperation in the service sector, especially in tourism and health services, should be a priority area for us. Here, physical connectivity plays a very important part, and the trilateral highway project between India, Myanmar, and Thailand will be the real game changer. Dwelling on the theme of policy, progress, and people, legislatures as catalysts of change, we find a resonance, as these are the very issues we have been pondering about over the years during our political journeys, where we serve the peoples of our state in our capacities as parliamentarians. I'm certain you will empathize that the above combination presents a unique set of challenges and paradoxes for any legislator that aspires for a positive change in the society, as these factors have a direct bearing and impact on policy, progress, and people, as we empathize with the fact that policy changes are not a one-time event, but a continuous cycle of formulation, implementation, and evaluation. It is a broad framework that outlines a government's future aspirations and the guidelines for achieving them. So in the very context, platforms like the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association play a very important role, as it is an association not just of shared values, but of common purpose, unity, and joint actions. A Commonwealth renewed in purpose, confident in its identity, and ambitious in its visions for the world. I sincerely hope that our interactions, as per the Charter and remit of the CPA, will continue to foster collaborations through exchanges of ideas, good practices, and a network for a better world, better Commonwealth, better India, and a better Northeast. I thank you all once again for coming to Nagaland and participating in the 22nd Annual CPA Zone 3 Conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, Honorable Shri Kenye, for your closing remarks. Your presence here today indeed speaks volumes of the seriousness and the importance that is accorded by the government of Nagaland to the conference and to the parliamentary democracy and the values and ethics that we have to preserve and practice in all our dealings for the region. We thank you so much for your presence. Let us now come to the next item, that is words of gratitude. The words of gratitude will be extended by Honorable Shri Thomas A. Sangma, Honorable Speaker of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, and also the Vice Chairman of the CPA India Region Zone 3, followed by Honorable Shri S. Toiho Yeptho, Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, on behalf of all the 60 members of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly. So I now give time to Honorable Shri Thomas A. Sangma.
Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh Prasadji, Honorable Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Government of Nagaland, Mr. Kenye ji, Chairman of India, CPA India Region Zone 3, and Speaker of Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Shri Longkumarji, speakers and deputy speakers from all the northeastern states who are present here, distinguished members of the legislative assemblies from across the Northeast India, Secretary General and officials of the Lok Sabha, respected delegates, ladies and gentlemen. At this solemn moment, as we draw the curtain on the 22nd Annual Conference of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, India Region Zone 3, first of all, I give my gratitude to God Almighty. We give thanks for His boundless mercy and grace and blessings that have guided us throughout the conference. As the state chaplain invoked divine favor at our inauguration, we now return to that sacred foundation, recognizing that every achievement was secured by His, Almighty God's hand only. I stand before you deeply honored as the Vice Chairman of CPA India Region Zone 3 to extend our collective appreciation and gratitude. Over these enriching days, the spirit of dialogue, unity, and democratic commitment has illuminated each session, strengthening the bonds that unite our region's legislatures. First and foremost, we are sincerely grateful to the Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Shri Birla ji, though he is not here with us, but his presence and inspiring words have elevated this conference. Coming here to Nagaland, Kohima for the first time, and providing vision and purpose that will echo long beyond these halls. Through him, I also, as he is also the chairman of the CPA India region, through him I also express our sincere appreciation to the CPA India region for providing this unique platform that brings together legislators from across the northeastern states to deliberate on matters of regional and national importance, strengthening the ideals of democracy, good governance, and cooperation. We extend our special thanks to the Honorable Deputy Chairman, Shri Harivansh ji. Your esteemed presence and guidance and wisdom have added distinct value to our deliberations. I also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our guests, Shri Kenye ji, Minister in charge of Parliamentary Affairs, Government of Nagaland, for gracing this event with his esteemed presence and for sharing his invaluable insights that have greatly enriched and dignified this gathering. I also extend my heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to the Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Deputy Chief Ministers of Nagaland, along with all the honorable members of Parliament and Cabinet Ministers from Government of Nagaland and members of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly for their big support and with their presence making this conference meaningful and successful. Your gracious hospitality, tireless support and enthusiastic involvement have made our gathering here in Kohima truly memorable. The warmth of Nagaland's welcome will remain with us always. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to all the participating speakers, deputy speakers, and members of the legislative assemblies from every corner of the Northeast India. Your commitment and contributions have created a vibrant forum for collaboration, unity, and exchange of best practices in parliamentary governance. A special word of gratitude to the Honorable Speaker of Nagaland, Shri Sharangain Longkumarji, and members of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly and the Government of Nagaland for their meticulous preparation, flawless logistics, and generous hospitality. Your efforts have made this great event possible. None of this could have been accomplished without the tireless dedication of the Office of the Secretary General and officials of the Lok Sabha and the CPA Secretariat. Your professionalism and devotion ensured every detail was attended to, making our conference a resounding success. To all resource persons, technical staff, support teams, and every individual whose hands and hearts contributed backstage or on the floor. We thank you deeply for your commitment, discipline, and care. To all the delegates present, I wish to thank you especially for all the ideas, questions, and spirited participation that have been the lifeblood of this conference. It is your vision for democracy and good governance that inspires us to do better with every assembly. As we take the lessons, friendships, and shared aspirations from Kohima back to our homes and parliaments, let us remain ever mindful of the high ideals that the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association upholds. May the unity, understanding, and common purpose fostered here guide us as stewards of parliamentary democracy. I also want to thank the press and media cell of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly and from various media and print houses for their wonderful coverage of this annual conference. And I also want to thank the police department, all the liaison officers, the security personnel for taking good care of us. Thank you, one and all, for your support and partnership. May God bless us with all continued wisdom and harmony and peace. Long live the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. Long live the Indian parliamentary democracy. Long live Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Thank you, you all, once again. Jai Hind.
Respected Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh, respected Chairman and Honorable Speaker, Nagaland Legislative Assembly, who is also the Chairman of CPA in the Region Zone 3 and President of Yeptho, Shri Longkomar, Honorable Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Nagaland, Shri Kenye, Honorable Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly and Vice Chairman, CPA India Region Zone 3, Shri Thomas A. Sangma, Honorable Speakers, Honorable Deputy Speakers of the Northeastern States, Honorable Members of State Legislative Assemblies from different states, officers and staffs of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, esteemed delegates from the CPA India Region Zone 3, officers, invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go into my word of thanks, I would like to request you to please bear with me because the words of gratitude expressed by our Vice Chairman CPA and my speech will sound more repetitive. However, please understand and accept in this way that he is thanking on behalf of CPA. I am thanking on behalf of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly and the government of Nagaland. It is indeed a profound honor and privilege to stand before this august gathering on behalf of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, the government of Nagaland, and on my own behalf to convey our heartfelt gratitude and deep appreciation to each and every one of you who has contributed to making the 22nd Annual Commonwealth Parliamentary Association India Region Zone 3 Conference a resounding success. We express our deepest gratitude to Shri Om Bilaji in absentia, the Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, for gracing this conference as the chief guest. His exemplary leadership continues to strengthen the spirit and practice of parliamentary democracy across our region. We also extend our sincere thanks to Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, Shri Harivansh, for his invaluable insights, thoughtful deliberations which have enriched this forum and reinforced the bonds of parliamentary cooperation and mutual understanding among our member states. Our sincere appreciation also goes to Shri Utpal Kumarji in absentia, Secretary General Lok Sabha, and his officials from the Lok Sabha Secretariat, and also Dr. Yumnam Kumarji, the Director of CPA and Protocol, Lok Sabha Secretariat, and his officials for the meticulous coordination, professionalism, and tireless efforts in ensuring the seamless conduct of this conference. On emotional note, I would like to reiterate our friendship of presiding officers among the sister states, and the bond we have built as a family holds a lot of importance and implications today, which must be continued for the welfare of the northeastern states. I therefore would like to thank each of you personally for your presence and participation, namely Shri Biswajit Daimreji, Honorable Speaker, Assam Legislative Assembly, Shri Thomas A. Sangma, Honorable Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Shri Mingma Norbu Sherpaji, Honorable Speaker, Sikkim Legislative Assembly, Shri Tesam Pongteji, Honorable Speaker, Arunachal Pradesh Legislative Assembly, Shri Laibak Zamaji, Honorable Speaker, Mizoram Legislative Assembly, Shri Ram Prasad Paulji, Honorable Acting Speaker, Tripura Legislative Assembly, Dr. Numal Mominji, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Assam Legislative Assembly, Shri Limson D. Sangma, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, Srimati Raj Kumari Thapa, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Sikkim Legislative Assembly, Shri Lalfam Kima, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Mizoram Legislative Assembly. We are deeply grateful to our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Nepirio, and his Council of Ministers for their constant encouragement, invaluable support, and vision in making this important event a reality. I must convey a heartfelt appreciation to Sri K.G. Kenye, Honorable Minister Parliamentary Affairs, for his unwavering support during all assembly-related events. I am indebted to the Secretary in charge, Additional Secretary, officers, and staff of Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat for their exemplary organizing skills and professionalism in making this conference seamless and unforgettable. I'm equally grateful to the various state government departments, security personnel, and every member of the organizing team whose tireless efforts and teamwork have made this conference both meaningful and memorable. To our distinguished speakers and panelists, thank you for your thoughtful presentation that have deepened our understanding of parliamentary practices, good governance, and the shared challenges and opportunities of our region. To the media fraternity, we extend our sincere appreciation for your responsible and extensive coverage, which has brought the deliberation and key messages of this conference to a wider audience. And above all, to the people of Nagaland who have extended a warm hospitality, generosity, and goodwill to all our guests and delegates, your spirit of friendship and grace truly reflects the finest essence of our Naga identity and culture. At the same time, I wish to offer our sincere apologies for any inconveniences you may have faced during your stay, whether in accommodation, travel, or other arrangements. Despite our best efforts, there may have been some shortcomings, and for this we seek your kind understanding. We sincerely hope that any such minor inconvenience will not overshadow the warmth of your experience here, and that you will carry back with you fond and lasting memories of Nagaland and its people. As we bring this conference to a close, may the deliberations, resolutions, and friendship forged here guide us through stronger democratic institutions, deeper regional cooperation, and a more inclusive and progressive future for all. I would not be doing justice if I don't express my deep appreciation to my very own Honorable Speaker, Shri Sheringan Lokamar, under whose visionary leadership and gracious guidance this important gathering has taken shape and succeeded. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for your invaluable contribution to the success of this historic 22nd Annual Conference of the CPA India Region Zone 3. May the bonds of fellowship we have built here continue to strengthen the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association and the democratic ideals we all cherish and uphold. Thank you. God bless. Jai Hind, Kugnalim.
Words of gratitude on behalf of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly by Shri S. Toiho Yeptho,
Thank you.
Honorable Deputy Speaker of Nagaland. Well, listeners, those words bringing an end to the annual conference of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, India Region Zone 3, held at the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Kohima. This is FM Tragopan at 103 MHz. The live coverage OB team was headed by Shri Dinesh, Assistant Engineer, Shri Moamar, Transmission Executive, with Jupu Kulno, Engineering Assistant, Moatam Sujamir, Technician, Soin Lo, Technical Assistant, and this is your live host Imtinaro signing off from the venue. Now over to Kenny at the FM Tragopan Studios at 103 MHz. Stay tuned.